Hello everyone. So welcome back to Pharma E-Class. I am Priya Maurya, Assistant Professor from Smriti College of Pharmaceutical Education, Indore. In previous lecture, we had discussed about the basic components of any investigational new drug application and its importance. And also discussed about investigators' brochure and protocol for any investigational new drug application. So further, let's talk about the remaining portion of any INDA application. So, the remaining portion comprises of pharmacological and toxicological information of any chemical compound or drug which has been filed for the INDA. So, the review of the data obtained from the non-clinical, in vivo and in vitro study determines the administration of the investigational drug into the human. So, the data must provide a good level of confidence that the new drug is safe to administer to the human subject and proposed dosage level. So, the non-clinical safety regarding that particular compound shows the starting dose which is convenient for the human trials. So, the common non-clinical safety studies required to start phase in phase 1 clinical trial. So, what are the information we have to put in this particular section, that is pharmacological and toxicological section. So, the safety of the pharmacology of the compound, single dose and repeated dose toxicity studies which we have performed in the preclinical trials, genotoxicity study to evaluate the mutagenicity or chromosomal damage or any other reproduction toxicity or other supplementary studies based upon the identified safety concern. So, the pharmacological and toxicological section should describe the pharmacological effects, mechanism of action of the drug and pharmacokinetic profile of that particular drug. In addition, an integrated summary of the toxicological effect of the drug in preclinical phase that support the safety of the proposed human investigation should be prepared. So, for the initial submission of any investigational new drug, final fully quality assured individual study report is not required. An integrated summary report can be developed based upon the audited draft of the toxicological report of the complete preclinical studies. However, finalized summary report should be submitted within 120 days after the previous summary report. So, integrated summary report can be made on the basis of following information. In integrated summary report, what the main points we have to include, that is basic description of the design of the trial. That means what is the design of the trial, particular trial. That means how many number of human subjects enrolled in the phase 1 study. After completion of phase 1, how many number incorporated in phase 2 and phase 3 clinical trial and all. After that, details of deviation from the design to the conduct to the study, a systemic presentation of the findings of the preclinical data, organ or system wise presentation of any data, the name and qualification of the evaluator along with their reports. Then animal safety data, that means the drug in the preclinical, it must be safe, name of the place where all the studies are conducted and the study report are stored. A declaration regarding the performance of the study in accordance with the good laboratory practices. So, if the drug is exposed to the human earlier, that means before filing this investigational new drug application, if clinical investigation have been conducted in any country other than the United States in case of FDA, then the related extensive information should be given as previous human experience. Also, information must include the pharmacokinetic, pharmacodynamic reports and observe the adverse events. In addition, any published information regarding the safety of that particular drug must also be provided in this investigational new drug application. So, the list of countries other than the United States where the drug is marketed or was withdrawn from the market due to the safety or effectiveness issue should be mentioned in that particular investigational new drug application. So, some important information of investigational new drug are financial disclosure information collected for each investigator or cum investigator involved. So that means financial disclosure information, that means how much amount of money can be incorporated during the whole procedure of the clinical trial. Revised financial disclosure information within 1 year if any changes occur during the course of that particular investigation. That means the what is the proposed amount and what is the actual amount consumed during the clinical trials. Then copy of the informed consent form, list of the references which is previously submitted to the FDA and used in the present in the investigational new drug application, along with drug master file is also attached. So this is all about the what are the basic functions of any investigational new drug application. After that, what is the basic requirement to maintain any investigational new drug application. So clinical development of drug is a very long process which usually takes 10 to 12 years, and hence it is necessary to continuously update any investigational new drug application. So the continuous updation may be in the form of new information or new protocols. So as drug moves from one phase to the another, the various common types of amendments and reports were discussed here. So the investigational new drug safety report, in which the sponsor of this investigational new drug shall continuously review the safety of the investigational drug obtained from the various sources like preclinical studies, clinical investigation or any literature review. So the sponsor of the investigational new drug shall continuously review the safety of the IND, safety of the investigational new drug obtained from the various sources like preclinical or clinical investigation. The ongoing safety review is another tool to update the drug information, especially its reported adverse events and serious adverse events reaction. So later this will define as any reaction that involves life-threatening reaction that needs the hospitalization or results in either significant disability or ultimately death. In addition, unexpected adverse events of which the specialty and severity is not consistent with the current investigator's brochure is another constituents of this safety report. So in maintenance of IND, we talk about protocol amendment. So what is the protocol amendment? Usually the new protocols are submitted during the advancement of the study from one clinical phase to the another. However, in some cases it may be required within a phase to conduct the additional study. For example, evaluation of the different pharmacological profile with respect to change in route of administration. Suppose if we change in route of administration of that particular drug compound, so what are the basic requirements are should be mentioned in the amendment. So that is the amendment. If we talk about information amendment, so this is the process of submission of important information to the IND that is not within the scope of the protocol amendment. It should be reported in the annual report or any investigational new drug safety report. So sometimes information submitted in an information amendment may be required to support the other type of amendment. For example, if we change in any information that may require additional chemistry, manufacturing and control information of that particular new drug product. So this is the maintenance of any investigational new drug application and amendment in the safety report. Let's talk about the annual report. protocol amendment and amendment in safety reports we have discussed. So let's coming for the annual report. So annual report is the summation of brief update of the progress of all investigations included in the IND as per its specific format. So the information to be included in the annual report is as follows. First one is individual safety information, which include the total number of subjects enrolled for the study, participated, and number of subjects who will drop and completed the study along with the brief description of the study results. After that, summary information including a non-clinical and clinical information obtained during the previous year, like most serious and frequent adverse events, mechanism of drug action, bioavailability profile of the drug, and details of the ongoing as well as completed non-clinical and dose responses. So after these two, third one is general investigation plan for the next year. Then list of the changes made in investigator brochure if it is applicable. If you changes any particular point in the investigator brochure, it should be mentioned in the annual report. After that, significant marketing development like approval and withdrawals or suspension in any country. So this all the data should be included in the annual report. So after the annual report, let's talk about review procedure of any investigational new drug application. As per the good clinical practices guidelines, FDA conduct the review of investigational new drug application with the focus on safety for the human research subject and ensuring that the studies will produce useful information to assess the safety and effectiveness of the particular drug product. So the review are conducted by the team of expert that includes various points in the review of any investigational new drug application, various personnel are involved, that are medical officer, consumer safety officer or project manager, statistician, chemist, pharmacologist, human biopharmaceutics and microbiologist. So these all combinedly called the investigational new drug application. After this, let's recap the investigational new drug process. So investigational new drug process, after filing the investigational new drug application, you when you got the permission from the before filing the investigational new drug application, you already performed the preclinical research in which you have already proved the safety of the particular compound in the animal study. After safety has been proved in the animal studies, you have to go for investigational new drug application and further it's for amendment. After filing the investigational new drug application, the FDA reviews all the process, all the points which are covered in the application. In the review, they will take around 30 days of time. After 30 days, FDA give the information whether any investigation is approved or it might be held by the FDA.